This is the first video of this test series in which we are going to take first chapter, and its name is Nature and Purpose of Business. In coming days, the remaining chapters will be also uploaded very soon. So you people take pen and paper to note down your score, and at last you can tell me your score in comment section. Now let's take first question. Identify the type of economic activity which requires specialized knowledge. Options are employment, business, profession and trade. So here we know very well that only profession requires specialized knowledge. So correct answer is option C, profession. Next question is, Visakha is an employee in a company named RG Limited. The company trusted her and gave the blueprint of their new mobile application. She secretly sold the design of their application to competitor. RG Limited suffered tremendous loss as a consequence. This incident highlights what? Human risk, natural risk, physical risk or economic risk. So here we know that due to dishonesty of Visakha, this incident happened. So the answer is human risk. Radhika owns a factory. She has decided to plant trees near her factory site in order to avoid any damage to the environment. With reference to the above case, which of the following business objective is fulfilling? Economic objective, social objective, human objective or internal objective. So planting trees for environment is a social objective, is a social cause. So here correct answer is social objective. Next question is, a factory converts sugarcane into sugar. Which type of business activity is carried out here? Trade, service, industry or none of this? So here we know that when we are converting some raw material into finished goods, it's including in industry. So correct answer is option C, industry. Next question is, primary industries classified into dash and dash. Genetic industry and extractive, manufacturing and construction, synthetic industry and processing industry. So in primary we know that only two things are there, genetic and extractive. So correct answer is option A, genetic and extractive. Next is, Roma lives in Kerala where there are many small ponds. Their family owns one small pond which is situated at the yard behind her farmhouse. She decided to breed different kind of fish in the pond and sell it in city. Identify the type of industry reflected in this case. Options are like this: manufacturing industry, processing industry, genetic industry or extractive industry. So when we are talking about breeding of any animal, it is a part of genetic industry. So correct answer is option C, genetic industry. Next question is, which of the following is not an activity of modern business? This question is negative question. We have to see which of the following is not seen in modern business. Options are like this: creating a customer for itself, marketing products, selling goods for profit only, innovating new products. So we know that in modern business, the businessman does not think about earning profit only. So here correct answer is option C, selling goods for profit only. Next question is, what kind of utility does a business create? Firm utility, place utility, time utility, and all of these. So we know that in business, firm utility is there by converting raw materials into finished goods. Place utility is there by transportation, goods are reaching to everyone. Time utility is also there by storing the products, they are creating time utility also. So correct answer is option C, all of these. Next question is, which of the following is physical cause of risk? Options are like this: defect in machinery, use of old technology, bursting of boiler, and all of these. So when we are talking about physical risk, all options are part of physical risk only. So correct answer is all of these. Next question is, Raman Lal's business provides transportation service to farmers so that they can sell their products in urban cities. This fall under which industry? Commercial industry, primary industry, tertiary industry, or secondary industry? So here we know that transportation is a part of tertiary industry. So correct answer is option C, tertiary industry. Next question is, transfer of interest is possible in the case of profession, employment, business, and none of these. So we know very well in profession and employment, transfer of interest is not possible. Only in business, transfer of interest is possible. So correct answer is option C, business. Next question is, which of the following does not characterize business activity? Options are like this: sale or exchange of goods, presence of risk, production of goods, salary or wages. So we know that when we talk about characteristics of business activity, sale and exchange is there, presence of risk is there, and production of goods is also a part of business activity. But salary or wages is not part of business activity. So answer is option D, salary or wages. Next is, which of the broad categories of industry covers oil refinery and sugar mills? Tertiary, secondary, primary, or none of these? Oil refinery and sugar mills are converting raw materials into finished goods, so they are part of secondary industry. So correct answer is option B, secondary. Next is, which of the following cannot classified as an auxiliary to trade? This question is negative question. We have to find out which is not. Options are like this: mining, insurance, warehousing, and transportation. So here we know that mining is a part of primary industry. It is not auxiliaries to trade. So that's why answer is option A, mining. Next question is, the occupation in which people work for others and get remunerated in return is known as employment, profession, business, or none of this. So we know that in employment only this happens. So answer is option A, employment. Next is, the industry which provides supportive services to other industries are known as commercial industry, tertiary industry, secondary industry, or primary industry. So we know that when we are talking about supportive services, it is none other than tertiary industry only. So here answer is option B, tertiary industry. Next question is, which of the following cannot be classified as an objective of business? Okay, this is also a negative question. We have to find out which is not. Innovations, investment, productivity, profit earning. So here we know that here investment is not a part of, it is not an objective of business. So correct answer is option B, investment. Next is, business risk is not likely to arise due to good management, power failure, employee dishonesty, changes in government policy. So here we know that by the good management only we can reduce the business risk. So that's why correct answer is option A, good management. Other options are increasing the business risk like power failure, employees dishonesty is also increasing the chance. Even the changes in government policy is also increasing the business risk. Next question is, the term business is derived from the word financial market, busy, buying and selling, or proprietorship. So we know that this word is coming from busy only. So correct answer is option B, busy. Next is, business is considered to be social activity, political activity, none of these, or an economic activity. So we know that business is an economic activity. So correct answer is option D, an economic activity. Next is, which of the following can be considered as an economic activity? Profession, employment, all of these, and business. So we know that profession, business and employment is a part of economic activity. So correct answer is option C, all of these. Next is, the main purpose of economic activity is dash. To avoid loss, to earn more and more profit, to earn less profit, to provide free services. So when we talk about economic activity, they are interested in earning more and more profit. So correct answer is option B, to earn more and more profit. Next is, which of the following is an economic activity? Profession, social activities, religious activities, patriotic activities. So we know here social, religious and patriotic is a part of non-economic activity. So correct answer is option A, profession. Next is, which of the following is not a characteristic of business? Entrepreneurship, non-economic activity, creation of utility, regularity in dealing. So here we can see non-economic activity, it is not a characteristic of business. So correct answer is option B, non-economic activity. Next is, which of the following is not concerned with profession? Options are like this: manufacturing goods and services, code of conduct, specialized body of knowledge and skill, and formal training. So here we know that in profession manufacturing is not there. So correct answer is option A, manufacturing of goods and services. Next is, dash is an economic activity, social service, none of these, non-profit organization, and employment. So social service is not an economic activity, non-profit organization is also not part of it. So correct answer is employment, which is a economic activity. Next is, which of the following economic activity does not require capital? business, profession, employment, and none of this. We know that in employment only, the person does not require any capital to start his duty. That's why the correct answer is option C, employment. Next is advertising removes which hindrance of business? Place, person, finance, and information. So we know here the advertising is giving information about goods and services. So correct answer is option D, information. Akash Limited of India imports rubber from Thailand to export it to Japan. So it is example of dash, export, import, interport, and none of this. So we see here import is also there and export is also there, but the correct answer is interport. Option C, interport. Last question is assembling is part of which type of industry? Primary, tertiary, construction, or manufacturing? So we know that assembling is a part of manufacturing industry only. So correct answer is option D, manufacturing. So now this test is over. You people just total your score and tell me your score in comment section.